I can get this straw out of the way. Hello, test, test. Been a while. My office is all out of sorts right now. Let's give it a second. Let me get this straw out of here. Hello. All right, welcome to MA70. So today I just wanted to have a chill stream and, I don't know, see what's going on. MSR Gunther, what's up, bro? What's going on? How is my audio and video quality? Is everything good? Please let me know if anything is off. Oh, Red. Red, back at it again. What's up, dude? Yeah, man, it's been 2 weeks since the last stream, so today is the day. How do I get, man, how come the chat is not working? Hold on. I'm having like technical difficulties here. I need to get back in the groove of things. I like having the chat show up on the screen. Bum, bum, bum. That work? There we go. Samantha Miriam? I love your channel content. Hey, thank you, Samantha. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hugs and what word is that? Hugs and Hamingja. Sorry, bro. I can't. Oh man, I can't pronounce your name, dude. Hi from Iceland. Whoa, Iceland. That's dope. Love your videos and looking forward to the stream. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. All right, so for those of you who are new to the stream, this is usually just like a jumbled mess of chaos where we just, get to talk about random things, mainly gambling related, psychedelic related, YouTube related, or whatever topic that you guys want to talk about. So I've said this before, but the main idea with the live streams is that I always, when you find a YouTuber you like, and then you subscribe to them, you watch the videos, and then I've always wished that my favorite YouTubers would stream so I could just interact with them in a live setting, because then it's a more authentic representation of who that person is, because they can't edit out all their mistakes in Final Cut Pro or Adobe during a stream. And so I figured, hey, if I wanted that from a creator, why don't I just do it myself? So this was a whole purpose behind starting these AMA Ask Me Anything live streams, is to give you guys an opportunity to chat. And we've made it all the way to 70. So that's something. So that's super cool. It's Icelandic. It means thinking happiness, all-knowing sun. Directly translated, but hugs sounds good too. Good to me. Oh man. Iceland is on my dad's bucket list of countries that he wants to visit. So my dad is a huge inspiration for my work in terms of all my creative photography, videography type of stuff, as he is a super creative guy. He's like a painter and a photographer, and he's always wanted to go to Iceland just to bring his camera and I don't know, waterfalls, maybe that plane, the landscape photography, who knows. I don't really know anything about Iceland except that it's like a hot spot for photographers. So maybe one day, if my dad ever goes, I'll join him. Funny enough, I was thinking about retiring and wow, really? Yeah, right, Red. Yo, that's dope. The one thing is, when you Google Iceland and you see like the pictures of the country, man, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. Hold on, let me just Google Iceland real quick. It's also crazy at how small like the island is. Okay, so we're looking like moderately in between Greenland and the UK, kind of. Man, just the pictures though are so cool. Yeah, I can't say any of these city names. What is this? Vatnajökull? National Park. Dude. Unbelievable. Waterfalls and everything. He is welcome. Bring money as it's getting really expensive over here. Yo! So, a couple of my cousins went to Iceland, and they said that the food and drinks were so expensive that they just ate like hot dogs every day because they couldn't even afford like a normal lunch or dinner. I was like, yo, you went to Iceland and you're eating hot dogs? And they're like, bro, it was so expensive. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And that was a couple years ago. So that was before all of this inflation stuff. So I'd imagine it's even worse now. But I was like, man, and they weren't hot dogs as in like North America hot dogs. You know here when you go to Costco, you get a hot dog and a Pepsi for like $1.50, right? But there they told me like, man, you buy a hot dog, it was still like $8 or something. Yo, Red, you gotta save up if you go. Damn, never mind then. Yo, my bad. Hey, Forrest. Forrest is here. The OG. Hey, Forrest, how you doing? What time is it for you? 10 o'clock? Or 11? That's the one thing that's always exciting about having the streams a little early, that Forrest can stop by. Always makes my day. Even the job market is inflated. I swear every job listing on Indeed is fake as fuck. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've been looking at some jobs, just curious to seeing what companies are looking for in terms of like content creators, marketing, I don't know, video editors, I don't know. The pay is awful. So I've abandoned that route. Hold on, what was that? 103.592 kilometers squared. It's not so small. I guess when I say small, I mean like in comparison to Canada. Like the province that I'm in is probably 10 times the size of Iceland. Like Ontario is huge. 22:23. What is that? 10:23. Okay, so 6 hours ahead. OG Forest, yes. Forest is the OG. If it wasn't for Forest, we probably would have quit the AMA streams long ago. Yo, you know how hard it is to stream when you're starting off and you look at the viewer count and it's 0, and then you look at the chat of the stream and there's nobody? This thought circles through your mind where you're like, why am I streaming? Why am I doing this? And no one is watching. You're just like streaming into the abyss. It's pointless. No one is seeing it. And so I remember in the beginning, just streaming to no one was one of the hardest things I ever did in the content creation stuff. Because even if you make a YouTube video and say it gets 7 views, it's still there. It still exists on the platform. And then maybe a month or 2 later, it might pick up some views or traction or who knows. But the live stream, it never does anything after the fact. It's always the live aspect of it is where you get your viewership. And I remember in the beginning, dude, oh man, I'm just streaming to nobody. And at those days, I wanted to learn how to speak in the moment without any preconceived ideas, notions, or scripts. And so I told myself I'm going to do 3-hour live streams just to force myself to converse with like nobody, just to work on my communication skills. And here we are, 70 live streams later. Yes, it's ridiculous. Even worse now. Funnily enough, I worked at an Icelandic slaughterhouse for a while as a teen. After that, I haven't eaten the hot dogs. Yo, bro doesn't eat the hot dogs. Hold on, let me zoom in a bit. This is a bit too wide. There we go. Is that better? Yo, Kevin, Mr. Drama, what's up? What's good? What's the future of this channel? Lots of drama, bro. Lots, lots of demonetization in the works, probably. It's all good though. Could I control my gambling by not gambling more than $50 a week? I love blackjack and roulette online. It seems so hard to give up. That's tough. It depends though. Like if you can afford $50 a week and it comes to a point where you can't go over that amount, then maybe. But do you really love blackjack and roulette that much? Because in my opinion, there's so many other better things in life that you can do outside of gambling. And I was like that for 10 years, man. I loved poker. I loved everything about poker. I didn't think anything else in the world was exciting or fun. But then, you know, if you try a whole bunch of things, maybe you might find something that's way more worth your time than playing those two games. So I'd say it's definitely possible, but I would try to give it up, dude. In all honesty, there's so many amazing things you can do in this world, in this life. Like play a sport, learn an instrument, some type of music, art, something creative, writing, like a business, a YouTube channel, I don't know, anything. Get a dog, play pickleball. Yo, there's so many better things than blackjack and roulette. But I get it, I get it. So why they take down the dose guide vid? That one had hella views. Okay, so that's a good question from Red. So I had this video, psychedelic mushroom dose guide, and it was going crazy. It was getting 100 views every hour. Like every single hour was like 100 views. It was just like nonstop, and the comment section was wild, and it was blowing up. The click-through rate was high, the retention was long, there was tons of comments, there was tons of likes, it was everything. The video is fully monetizable because it is what do I call it? When you monetize a video, you have to select an option, and I selected that this video is about educational content that is drug and substance related. And so it was approved, accepted for monetization, fully monetized. As soon as it got picked up, YouTube flagged for limited monetization, meaning that they didn't really deem it that it was totally educational, and it has a little bit of a dramatization when it comes to encouraging people to ingest substances, I guess. It's very vague. And so I'm like, whatever. So I appealed the flag and I lost like usual. So it stayed limited monetization, which means instead of getting like say $1 in AdSense, I'd get like 20 cents. So you lose about 80% of the AdSense revenue. And I'm like, that's fine. I didn't make that video for the money. I didn't really care about that. But it was the information that I found so beneficial because so many people ask me, what dose should I start off with? What's a recommended dose? What's a standard dose? What's a strong dose? What's a heroic dose? What's a microdose? Like I get the same question over and over and over. And so I'm like, okay, let's just make a video about that, answering all those questions. And I put a lot of time and effort into it. And then at the peak where it was really blowing up, it was getting like 200 views an hour. It was just going bonkers. It was nuts. And then all of a sudden, I think there was a couple people who flagged the video for something because I saw some comments saying, oh, I flagged your video, you're promoting drugs and all this nonsense. And then YouTube striked the video. And the monetization icon went from limited yellow to red, no monetization. And then the video got blocked, and then the video got deleted. So it's completely removed from my channel, and YouTube gave it a strike. And so I appealed it, right? I'm like, tell me why. Not just because I want the video to be up, but tell me why so I know what to do moving forward, right? I want to provide people with educational information that can help them based off of my own personal experience. Because one of the worst things in the world is going into a psychedelic trip if you're not prepared, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how much to take, if you don't know how to prepare beforehand, it can get really dark, right? And so that is my intent, to help. And after the appeal, I lost again. And they said that I was promoting narcotics. And they flagged the 3-second mark of the B-roll in the video. And the B-roll that I was showing was me outside of this teepee. You know what a teepee is? Like those bunch of tree poles like this. Like it makes like that little hut. So I was outside a teepee, and I guess they were saying I was promoting the use of narcotics in a certain setting and how to do it, or something. Like the reasoning was so vague, and they upheld the strike, and the video is completely removed. And it was wild because the channel was gaining like 40, 50, 60 subscribers every single day. It was wild. I was like, oh my gosh, this is nuts. Like 50 subs a day is crazy. And then after it got a strike, the whole channel has like tanked. And then yesterday, I think I had my worst day in years. I gained 1 subscriber. So you would imagine, like, it's kind of demoralizing in a sense. Like you're putting in all this time, energy, and effort into making these videos, trying to help people, making educational content, you know, putting in special effects and B-roll and all this stuff that I love to do. And you're getting rewarded for that, which is nice. You know, 50, 60 subs a day is crazy. But then going from 50 down to 1 a day, that's tough, right? And so for one day, to be honest, I was a little upset, right? I was really upset for one day. And I was like, you know what? Let's just stay away from YouTube for the day, get my mind off of it, do something else. So went to work, spent some time with the kids, you know, played at the park, that type of stuff. And then I came back the next day and I'm like, you know what? I don't want this to derail what I'm doing. I don't want it to affect me. So it got deleted, so what? So what? Did it make my life any worse? Am I less happy of a person? Am I a worse father, a worse parent, a worse husband? Like, no, it hasn't done anything directly to my life. So why should I be so concerned over it? It's done. It's done with. It's got deleted. It's gone. So the best course of action for me was to just move forward, right? And maintain that positive outlook on what I'm doing here. And that really helped me, because after that, I'm like, I just got into this groove of just making content and just being happy again. And so, again, it does suck, because imagine putting like some of those videos I make, they take like 25, 30 hours of editing. Because like there's the filming, right, with this camera. So I film all my videos with this camera, right? So I put it here, right? I usually record like half an hour of footage. And then from that half an hour, I have to cut out like 20 minutes of the nonsense. So I kind of go through it, edit it, have to edit the audio, have to color grade it, maybe add some B-roll, like tons of stuff, right? Description, title, and thumbnail too. It's just like this massive amount of time that goes into it. And then it gets deleted or removed. That's what's discouraging from a creator's standpoint. Especially when the reason they give me, promoting narcotics. Like, what? So, yeah, sorry I went off on a pretty long tangent, but that's a reason for that wild video being removed. Where was I? I swear you put disclaimers on most of your recent vids. Even if viewers reported it, your disclaimer should suffice. The content is so bad. Yeah, see, so Red is exactly right. So I thought, right, a big part of this was I didn't put a proper disclaimer in front of my videos. So I do this from now on. I say, you know, hey, this video does not promote the use of illegal substances in any way. I am not glorifying the use of this or taking any of this stuff. These are all anecdotal stories. right? Anecdotal, meaning they're not real, or they're not real to me. These are like secondhand stories. They could be real, who knows? And I did the same with the gambling videos. Now I put a disclaimer at the beginning, like, hey, I'm not promoting any betting patterns or strategies or, I don't know, pyramid schemes. I'm not promoting anything. But it seems like the disclaimer can only do so much when it comes to the educational stuff. Because what's interesting is that all of the trip reports that I've been making, those make it through okay. They don't get monetized fully. All of them get flagged for limited monetization, but YouTube allows all of them to stay up. And I'm okay with that. Like if I can make these videos and I only get 20% of the AdSense, that's fine. Because I enjoy making those videos. They're fun. They're fun for me. You know, does it suck that I make 80% less of what I could? Sure, of course. But at the end of the day, my whole philosophy is what I'm creating on YouTube, I want it to be enjoyable. I don't want it to feel like work, right? Because the day it feels like work, that's when I'm going to quit. When it feels like a grind, when it feels like, oh, I have to record this video or I have to film this thumbnail picture or I have to do whatever, that's when it sucks. Bearsy pyramid scheme. Yo, Bearsy pyramid scheme. Yo, Virgo. Psychedelic actualization in the house. I don't know if the disclaimers are really helping against an algorithm. Yeah, you definitely would have way more knowledge on this topic than me. But yeah, I've just been like, you know, I've been in this groove of wanting to talk more about psychedelics, so I've just been creating and just making everything limited monetization, and so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but it's just unfortunate that anything educational seems to be getting hit really hard, which is strange because I've Googled similar videos and there are videos up from creators from years ago and those are still up. So I'm kind of confused. What can we post and what can't we? So I don't know. Let me see. Just started posting again on my YouTube after 4 months of not recording. I like my new lighting setup. It's way better than my old videos. Softbox lights are so much better. Yeah, Kev, when you get like a proper light for your desk, it's so good, right? You can tell. It's nice to have like a little office or space where you can record your videos. It looks good too. Personally, I found you through the gambling videos, and that's why I subscribed. It's sometimes so hard to admit you have an actual problem with it. Joe Rogan can smoke on stream and get wasted, but God forbid you mention a psychedelic or two for educational purposes. You know what's interesting? It's like, what's that guy's name? Jake Paul or Logan Paul? One of those guys, you know, they have like a podcast. I remember Mike Tyson was on, and he had like a handful of mushrooms, and they showed it, and then he just like eats it. Like he's literally showing you a handful, I don't even know how many grams is in that handful, and showing him just like consume it right in the podcast. That's okay, I guess. I don't know. But me outside of a teepee, just kind of pointing at it, that's not okay. So that's where it's kind of confusing for me. Have you ever done DMT or would you ever do a trip report on it? Have I ever done DMT? Answer is no. Would I ever do a trip report on it? Sure. I would love to try it. There's a couple things. I don't know, how would you say this? Maybe it's like a step up from mushrooms in the whole like LSD, DMT sort of realm. I'd be interested in trying for sure. I would maybe do a report. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe in the future. What happened to the music? Why did the music die? Hold on. What happened? Headphones. Can you guys still hear the audio? Why is my the music not playing? I like listening to chill music while I stream. Hold on. Give me a sec. Hi, good sir. What's up, monster? What's going on? How you doing? Fudge YouTube? Well, something happened to this. All this like audio crashed for me. Lock unlock? Who knows? I don't know, maybe we'll get it running after. You're setting fear in my mind, Derek. I shall bob and weave around the YouTube algorithm so I don't get banned. Well, what's good about YouTube is that they give you they have like a 3-strike system. No, they give you a warning, and then they have 3 strikes. So if you ever mess up, Kev, they will give you a warning first. So hopefully that will deter you from making another mistake. It's called discrimination against small streamers like you. YouTube needs to set their priorities straight. They can't ignore the bigger fish and then go after smaller fish like you, with all due respect. Yeah, and even, you know, like even this stream, I purposely demonetize it before it even starts. So when you guys click this stream, there shouldn't be any ads, or hopefully there isn't. But I demonetize all the streams beforehand, just in case. Because I just want to be able to just talk about whatever we want to talk about freely. And if that means not making any money by turning off the ads, so be it. I'd rather have it that way. And so that's what I do for all the streams from now on. I just automatically demonetize them. Because what I'm afraid of is, what if we're streaming and then we're talking about something and then it gets flagged and then the stream gets shut down? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the audio. Hey Derek, 2 questions. What is your favorite hobby over the past 5 years? Also, other than YouTube, is there any ideal job you would like in the future? Oh, that's a good question. Mohammed Ahmed, what's up, dude? Favorite hobby? My favorite hobby outside of like this YouTube stuff? Probably, it has to be basketball. Right? Outside of YouTube and gambling, it has to be, yeah, it's basketball. It's 100% basketball. I love everything basketball, except for the sports betting part. Yeah, I used to play, too old now. Used to ref, too old now. Used to coach, too old now. I don't know. I don't know. Also, other than YouTube, is there any ideal job that I would like in the future? Oh, you ask good questions, dude. Is there any ideal jobs outside of YouTube? What would I like to do outside of YouTube? So outside of content creation, I don't know, because I don't think I'd want to be an editor. I don't have any desire to be a video editor or a videographer anymore. I did that in the past. I'm not interested in doing that. I think some type of consulting, but then that's still related to YouTube though. I think it would maybe be some type of consulting or coaching, maybe outside of YouTube, that I would like to do, but I'm not entirely sure because I'm so YouTube focused. That's a really good question. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what my ideal job would be. Hold on. It's like a million censored words nobody knows about. Long Sniper, what's up? Long Sniper, how you doing, bro? Kick doesn't seem to mind mushrooms. I watched Uranium Bong do 21 grams. Yo, what? 21 grams live? Then he did a reaction on it a few days later. Yo, that's crazy. Bro, that's wild. Oh my gosh. Dude. I remember watching Derek when he had like 1.7k subs, and now he's at 7k. Crazy, bro. Yeah, dude, it's been the first 1,000 is the hardest, because it took years, right? It took years for me to get to even just like 1,000. It's so hard because I had no idea what I was talking about. But don't worry, it does get easier. Well, not really easier, but it does pick up over time. Wonder why I want to get this music back. It's like ruining my vibe, dude. Like, oh, I think I know what happened. Yo, my Bluetooth headphones. Someone must have touched them upstairs, because now my laptop is connected to those headphones. Hold on, give me a sec. I want to get this music back going. That's so annoying. That got you thinking there. Thank you for your time. Wishing you the utmost success with anything you do, YouTube or not. All the best. Hey, Mohammed, thanks for stopping by, dude. Enjoy your day, brother. Thanks for the good questions, man. Those are some tough questions. I rarely get stumped. Usually I have some type of unorthodox opinion about something. But those are some really good questions, dude. Okay, we got music again. All right, there we go. All right, I'm vibing. Let me know if the music is too loud or too soft. Okay, let's see. Keep your head held high, Derek. Your content has helped people and informed them. I will tune in on any stream you do from now on. If I see it in time, you have a loyal viewer in me. Hey, dude, appreciate it, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Welcome to the tribe. Too loud trash audio? Oh no. Yeah, I definitely will keep the streams going. I stream at least twice a month. If I had the time, I'd do it more often, but I'll just stream whenever I can. Usually it's on a Sunday. Is that Baron? Yo, Baron. What's up, Baron? I love to see you are much more psychedelic compared to when your channel first started. Yeah, I don't know what it is, dude. I've had this... There was one day where I decided to... No, this is what happened. So I got all this feedback from people. And it was all these comments and emails saying people wanted to watch more psychedelic videos and more gambling related videos. And I was like, you know what? Let's try doubling down on those two topics. I know it's a weird thing to combine for a niche. Like, who makes videos about psychedelics and gambling? Like, those two niches don't really go hand in hand. But I'm like, screw it, let's just do it. And so I doubled down. And what I realized is not only did a lot of the viewership increase, but I had so much fun. It's so much more enjoyable for me to talk about these psychedelic experiences or these really dark gambling stories that I've been addicted to in my past, rather than talk about, my morning routine or my gratitude journal or my meditation session or my workout. Like, the whole self-improvement thing, I guess it got bored, or it got dull, it got mundane, I don't know. Or maybe it's just something that I'm not good at, right? Maybe it just didn't resonate with people, because there's tons of people that can talk about that stuff. But how many people are there that grew up with no education, dropped out of university to be a gambler for 9 years. Like, who does that? Right? So I've had this very bizarre upbringing. And I'm like, let's just double down on that and see what happens. And I've loved it. It's been so much fun. So yeah, the psychedelic thing is cool. It's just unfortunate that it leads us down this pathway of demonetization and flagging and all this nonsense, but it is what it is. If you're getting demonetized, you need to accept the Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. Yo, Kevin, Red's gonna kill you, bro. Oh, yo, too loud, trash audio, unsub. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, where's Cowboy? I just realized, yo, Red, we need our boy Jiggly Neck. Where's Cowboy at? I always wonder how he's doing. What a legend. Psychedelics are slept on massively in Western personal development. I really think you play an important role in being a grounded man in the West with these interests. With time, the psychedelic stigma will shift. You're helping the movement. Thanks, Baron. You know the way I think about it is that, you remember marijuana, like 10 years ago, for example. Everyone did it. It was pretty much accepted, but it was illegal federally. It was illegal statewide. It was illegal all over the place. And then there was this shift in the mainstream narrative surrounding marijuana. And then it became decriminalized in many states in the US. And just like how Canada sort of follows suit, we actually decriminalized it here, and then it became legal as well all throughout Canada. And then all of a sudden you had this massive shift to where the stigma that's attached to marijuana has been abolished. And now it's just go to the store. You can buy it, order it from the government's online cannabis website. They'll ship it to your house. Smoke it outside. Cops won't care, right? And so now it's just fully accepted. And that's awesome, right? And so the way that I think about the whole psychedelic mushroom thing is that I wonder, are we in that timeline now where people are realizing that why are psychedelics illegal? A lot of these things, there's no physical addiction, for one. And second, I don't think anyone has overdosed. The craziest thing is you can go to an alcohol store, you can buy a bottle of Jack Daniels, and you can kill yourself. You can get drunk, overdose, whatever, alcohol poisoning, and you're dead. If you eat a ton of mushrooms, you're not going to get addicted to the substance, and you're not going to overdose. So in terms of safety, it's like a no-brainer, right? But I still feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done to getting rid of that stigma. And what's hilarious is, especially in Canada, we are very accepting of this type of stuff. And there is a psychedelic mushroom shop that opened up in Vancouver, which is in British Columbia on the West Coast, which is north of Oregon, I think, or Washington, Portland. Anyways, west coast of Canada, right? There are psychedelic mushroom stores, brick and mortar stores you can go into and buy blue meanies, golden teachers, penis envy, chocolates, all of the whole shebang. You can just walk in and buy it, and it's fully illegal. And it seems like the British Columbia Police Department are just like, that's what it is. So I'm wondering if that narrative is slowly shifting, because you realize the benefit that people are receiving in terms of reducing their depression and their anxiety and their PTSD. Those three things alone is unbelievable when it comes to psychedelics, because now you don't have to rely on your SSRIs, your antidepressant medication. And you can take something that is natural, that grows in nature. It can alleviate your symptoms of depression and anxiety. And you don't have to rely on those serotonin reuptake inhibitors, right? The SSRIs. So I wonder. I'm hopeful. I'm definitely hopeful for the future. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Cowboy getting a neck massage. Yo, what? Cowboy. Yo, Red. Oh, Cowboy getting a neck massage. Oh. Yo, that's wild, dude. Yes, sir, you have to eat 5 pounds of mushrooms to reach Oh, okay, so there's a toxicity level. 5 pounds, though. How much is that in grams? Grams to pounds. Okay, so 5 pounds. Yo! Bro. 5 pounds of mushrooms is 2,268 grams. 2,000 grams? That's insane. Yo, 2,000 grams? Yeah, I want to hear that trip report, dude. 2,000 gram mushroom trip report. Big Pharma don't want competition. Follow the money. Ah, yeah. See, Red, you know your stuff, dude. You know your stuff, bro. Yeah, Big Pharma's wild, man. That's wild. Because think about it. Big Pharma has tons of money. They donate to lobbyists who impose laws and certain types of bills and legislation on the people. And if Big Pharma is producing antidepressants and SSRIs and making tons of profit off that, wouldn't they want to lobby against psychedelics? It just makes too much sense, right? So it's so hard to overcome that. Especially in America, man. In the US, man, you guys are wild. You guys are crazy with your drugs. Even, what's that thing that Joe Rogan talks about all the time? US is one of the only countries where you have commercials for medications or something like that. And even what are the pills called? The pain pills that people get addicted to. That Netflix documentary that came out that everyone's talking about. Opiates. Like Valium and Percocets and all, like those pain pills that people are getting hooked on. Dude, that stuff is so sad. Hearing about that, what was that family called? Stickler family? And they're just pumping all these opiates into the pharmaceutical industry and having doctors prescribe them to people. Oh man, that's really sad. Yeah, that's it. Oxycontin and opioids. Man, yo, that stuff is scary, dude. Like, imagine you just slip and fall and, I don't know, you fracture a bone in your body, you got to go to the hospital, and the doctor prescribes you Oxycontin, right? Because you have, I don't know, a broken disc in your back and you have like a 4-month recovery. And then all of a sudden, you get addicted to those pills. And then it completely ruins your life. Like, that is so scary. So, I remember when I had my wisdom teeth removed and I was prescribed some type of pain pills. I didn't even take any. I was like, yeah, it's a little, my back of my mouth is a little sore because like the 3 wisdom teeth got pulled. But I'm like, the pain is manageable. It's nothing crazy. I don't need to take a pill for it. So I don't even know what I did with mine. I think I probably just threw them away. The stigma is nearly kind of valid. My friend ended his life while tripping on shrooms. But is not black and white. These are the most novel discoveries to date. Psychedelics are pure potential, not inherently good or bad. It depends on the user, set and setting, etc. Yeah, the whole psychedelic stuff is there's a lot to go there. I think the one caveat that most people agree with is that if you have any sort of schizophrenia, in your family history, then I believe psychedelics can be detrimental because they may exacerbate those effects. So I think that's the one side effect where psychedelics are negative, is if you have some type of mental health schizophrenic issue. And of course, we have to be fair, right? Like, there is no thing that is always good or beneficial. I'm sure there's tons of people who don't need mushrooms at all, and that's perfectly okay. No problem, right? Fentanyl is a killer. Yo, that's a scary one, dude. That one's scary. This shit's been going on since the 50s. Heroin boom in the 70s. Crack in the 80s. Everything in the... Oh, dude. Nuts. Yeah, the whole drug debate thing is so messy. I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with that guy Alex Berenson, that reporter, journalist guy, and he is firmly against psychedelics and marijuana and all these types of drugs. And he brings up a good point. You know, if you make everything legal, right, there are a certain percentage of people who are going to try it now that may have never tried it before. And I'm like, okay, fair, right? Fair point. But I would really want to ask that guy, how do you feel about alcohol, though? Does that mean we should make alcohol illegal too? Because by making alcohol legal, there's probably some kid who's going to try it when he turns 21 and gets drunk with his friends and drives home and kills someone on the highway. That's also totally a possibility as well, right? So, like, what is the answer? So these people that are 100% anti-drug or anti-drug, or however you want to say it, I'm like, man, it's not that easy, dude. There's so much going on. But it's funny when you bring up alcohol. Everyone's like, oh no, alcohol is different. It's fine. Everyone drinks. It's acceptable. It's what we do. It's part of society. It's like, yikes. It's wild, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. And why is alcohol the legal one? It don't make any... See, dude, you just... You're thinking the exact same thing that I was. Big Pharma is not holistic medicine. Medicine is meant to be holistic, not stimulate half and kill the other half. We cannot be ideologically or dogmatic with psychedelics or anything in life. Life is not black and white. Yeah, it's like... I don't know why we can't just agree that it's like gray. The real answer is it depends, right? It depends. Legalize them all, then at least you know what you are getting, and it takes the money flow from the gangs. See, that's another thing that's crazy too. That's a whole Prohibition Act, right? In North America, when we made alcohol illegal, you prop up these underground crime syndicates to produce moonshine and alcohol and these unsafe measures because people are going to want to drink anyway. So you prop up crime by making it illegal. It's just... ugh. The whole situation is fascinating because obviously I'm biased, right? Obviously I'm someone who has had an extremely beneficial and positive experience with psychedelics. I have had bad trips, but nothing crazy where it's fried my brain or I hurt myself, like nothing like that. 99% of my past experience has been totally positive and beneficial to my life in every way imaginable. So I definitely have some type of bias, right? However, I always find it interesting, these people that are like so against like quote unquote drugs, and they've never even tried it. Like these people that say like, oh man, if you have mushrooms, it's gonna make you go crazy. Or if you have marijuana, it's gonna turn you into a lazy stoner and you're never going to amount to anything. And I'm like, sure, those are possibilities in the grand spectrum. But then when you ask them, what is your personal experience or personal use like? And they're like, oh no, I've never tried it. But I'm like, how could you have such a strong opinion on something that you know absolutely nothing about. Like, that's what boggles my mind, right? It's why I don't talk about Monday Night Football or NFL on the stream, because I don't know anything about football. I don't watch football. I maybe watch the Super Bowl, and that's about it. Maybe the All-Star game. Or it's not even called the All-Star game. See, this is exactly why I don't talk about the NFL and football, because I don't know anything about it. So obviously I shouldn't have a strong opinion on something that I know nothing about. Is it called the Pro Bowl? Someone help me. I'm dying over here. What's the All-Star game for the NFL called? Yo, Ken Smith. What's up, Ken? What's going on, my Canadian brother? Afternoon, evening tribe. I like that word, tribe. A very good point, like the generation that grew up on just say no ads. Yeah, I understand the sentiment behind it. Like, obviously, generally, saying no to drugs is good. But the problem is categorizing everything in the word drug. They're not the same. So if we're saying say no to all drugs, right? Like, let's say that is the absolute truth. Then I have to say no to this? Like iced coffee? This has caffeine. Caffeine is a drug. So this should be illegal too? That's a problem when you have this like broad bucket where you just throw everything into this one blanket term drug. And it gets all, I don't know, it's all convoluted nonsense to me at this point. It's so messed up. I don't know the answer, boys. I don't know. Super Bowl? Super Bowl? Super Bowl? Yeah, I know the Super Bowl. Wait. Is it the... Dude. Isn't the Super Bowl the championship? But what's the All-Star game? Isn't it the one that's after the Super Bowl? The Pro Bowl? Is it the Pro Bowl? God, I feel like such a dummy. Okay, I'm just going to Google it. NFL All-Star game? AFC, NFC... Okay, it is Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl. So it's the AFC, NFC Pro Bowl. I guess those are the divisions. AFC, NFC. See, why am I even talking about football? I sound like an idiot. They're afraid and stuck in the past, yet are the same ones complaining about society falling but want to limit change. Human history in a nutshell. Yeah. It's tough, man. Because it's so hard, because at the end of the day, like, what can we do as citizens and people? Like what can we really do? Can we go to our like local politicians and vote, and does that help? Like, our whole political system here in North America, it's pretty corrupt, dude. So I don't even know how much does voting even help? Or even you sign those petitions to your local congressman or congresswoman, how much does that help? Like, I don't know. Like what can we do to actually move the wheel towards progress? Maybe it's YouTube videos. Like you, bro. You seem like a cool dude. I wish you the best. Is that for me or is that for Red? Exactly where is the line in the sand and who decides it? That's why I think they should all be legal and regulated. So yeah, the one good thing about all legalization is, like, if you legalize it, regulate it, tax revenue, I guess. I'm surprised they haven't, like, the government hasn't gone down that route, because they must see the profits from marijuana, edibles, THC, all of that stuff. Like, there's a crazy amount of profit in that industry. So I'm baffled as why they haven't like dabbled in that more. Can't say no to coffee or any kind. What is the Rose Bowl? I am football illiterate. Yo, Ken. Oh my gosh. Yo, Forrest, me too, Ken. All right, that makes 3 of us. Yo, if my brother saw this, he would be ashamed. he would be ashamed. Are you interested in existential, philosophical, and metaphysical questions on the nature of reality? Oh my god, Baron. Bro, you are on some like next level of consciousness. So I think about existential questions all the time. Philosophical, sometimes, here and there. Metaphysical. To be honest, I don't know what that means. I have no idea what metaphysical means. I think you're on a way higher level of, let's call it, spirituality, I think, than I am. You're on like a level, Baron, where I probably can't keep up with you, if I'm being honest. I have no idea what metaphysical means. Let me Google it. Metaphysical definition. Relating to metaphysics. That's wonderful. Thanks a lot, Google. Okay, so what is metaphysics? Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, substance, cause, identity, time, and space. Wow. That's super interesting. Metaphysics. It's a branch of philosophy. Never knew that. Perry Simpson, where do you get your shrooms? I guess the best answer is from the earth. I just focus on local elections. I'm American and I don't give a fuck about football. Illiterate half Asian man. Oh no. Okay. Okay, I see you, Red. Okay, so there's 4 of us now that are not on the football bandwagon. Focus on local elections. That's interesting. So like the person running in your riding or district, I'd assume. To be honest, I vote. But I'm someone who believes in not having a team. So I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm not red, I'm not blue, I'm not liberal, I'm not conservative, I'm nothing. I am firmly in the center, and I'll lean depending on the issue. And what's hilarious is that I've probably voted for every single party at least once. It's not like I have a certain team where I always vote the same way. It's like, oh, in this part of my life, I thought about this, I like this, let's vote this way, or let's vote that way. So it's kind of funny. My vote is pretty chaotic. It usually goes the most libertarian leaning, I guess you could say. If that's like the closest party that I could relate to. I don't know. I'm not into politics, bro. When the guys at work start talking about soccer, I just nod gently and walk away. Yeah, I don't do soccer either. I'll watch like the World Cup and the Euro Cup. That's super exciting. And Canada's actually been doing some things in sports. So, but yeah, we're not winning nothing though. I guess I could vote. I could cheer for Japan and Italy, but Italy doesn't even qualify, dude. And I live in like an Italian neighborhood, and when the Italians didn't qualify for the past 2 World Cups, it was like depression and sadness here. I saw the Italian rage firsthand. It was pretty wild. I don't do politics or religion. They are both so manipulated on motive. Just my opinion, though. Yeah, I know that people say like those are the two subjects that are no-nos. You shouldn't talk about your political views and you shouldn't talk about your religious views. But because I don't have a team in either of those subjects, I'm not afraid to talk about it because I can dabble in those subjects without like going after someone's throat or jugular. Meta is oh, John. Yo, John, what's up, dude? What's that video you're making? I voted on it. Day in the life of Alan Watts? Are you still working on that, bro? It's been a while. What's going on, dude? I haven't seen a notification from you. Meta is Latin for beyond. So you guys are too smart for me, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what the Pro Bowl is. What do you think about the Russell Brand witch hunt? Okay. Should I answer that? Okay, so one belief that I have as a person is that if I don't know enough on a subject, I try not to comment on it. People nowadays, everyone thinks that they should have an opinion on everything. They should have an opinion on Big Pharma, on Ukraine, on Pfizer, on the world, I don't know, Libya, who knows? Like everyone has this like idea that they should have an opinion or voice their opinion on everything. Or I'm kind of more careful on things where I don't really know about. I like to just say I don't know because that's what the honest truth is. With Russell Brand, I don't know. But the one thing that I do know is that we live in a society where you have to be innocent until proven guilty. You have to be, or else our whole legal system will just fall apart. If you can just accuse someone of doing something and they're automatically guilty before it being proven, that's just chaos, right? So whatever allegations that guy is going through, the way that I think about it is innocent until proven otherwise, right? And you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Just like Andrew Tate, right? Everyone hates Andrew Tate's guts, right? Everyone hates him. Oh, he's guilty. Throw him in jail, throw away the key. Like, you can't think that way. It always has to be innocence first, and then you have to prove the guilt after, right? So the Russell Brand thing, I've been following it, but for now, I don't know. I don't have any concrete opinions on it. I just want to watch it play out. Wow, Derek, you voted liberal. Sellout. I have before, and it was a big regret. Man, it's okay though. I'm not afraid to admit that. I have. When I was younger, it's like that saying. You know, when you're in university and college, most people are more left-leaning, more liberal. Colleges are liberal, like that type of stuff. You kind of grow up in that environment, right? So I used to be very left-leaning. So vote for JRF Jr., the podcast president. Who's JRF? What's that? JRF. Are you talking about Kennedy? Do you think mushrooms can cure Asperger's? Did you have to spell it that way so it can make it through the chat? I don't know. I don't know anything about Asperger's, to be honest. I have no idea. I love Alan Watts. Yeah, Alan Watts is, man, his stuff is super interesting. Hey, love your channel. Hey, what's up, May? How you doing? Welcome to the chaos of the stream. But thank you. I like Alan Watts as well. Very smart man. Indeed. I'm balls deep in the Alan Watts research. I started posting short form history videos for a project I have called Pint of Proof. Pint of Proof. What is that? Oh, that's your second channel, I think. Right, John? That was your other channel. I can't remember. But yeah, how much longer until the video is finished? Russell Brand's face is all over the world in shops, newspapers, and all the media. It's so biased to making a drama story. He is going to suffer regardless of it if he's guilty or not. Yeah, see, that's the problem, right? When you accuse someone and assume his guilt, even if later on he's proven innocent, like hypothetically, the damage has already been done to his reputation in this society where we presume guilt. And that's what sucks. Because you have false allegations and claims all the time. That happens all the time. It's a thing. And that's why you have to have innocence first. But I don't know. I guess people are more quick to bring on the executioner blade, I guess. What is that? JFK? Oh, are you talking about what's his name with the voice? The Kennedy guy. Oh my gosh. What is his name? RFK? It's RFK, right? Because JFK is John F. Kennedy, right? Isn't it RFK? He's a lawyer. He's a politician now, and he's running, and he has like that messed up voice that he thinks it's a side effect from one of the vaccines that he got when he was young. I think it's RFK, right? RFK, yeah, Red. See, Red knows RFK. Yeah, that guy, that's an interesting dude. Man, it's hard to listen to him talk, though. Because at first I was like, yo, who is this guy? I remember he was on Lex Friedman's podcast. And I was like, in my truck at work, I'm like, yo, it's so hard to listen to this dude. But he's like so intelligent. We are missing Cowboy. Such a funny guy. Yo, Red was saying that Cowboy's getting a neck massage. Oh, man. Hey, Cowboy, if you're watching the replay of this stream, hope all is well, dude. Hope all is well. We miss you. Yeah, no idea. Maybe I should know how to spell his name before I say to vote for him. He seems the most awake. He is a podcast politician. Hey, but me and you, Baron, we're not American, though, so we don't got a dog in the race. I got our boy Justin Trudeau picking battles with India right now. We have our own issues going on over here. It's like a disaster. So I find American politics interesting, though. It's so much more fun to watch than Canadian politics. Canadian politics is so blah. It's so blah. Americans have like all the drama. And you guys have the craziest candidates too. I'm like, yo, those are your best two people for the job? Holy, a wild world we live in. Jiggly neck procedure. Oh, God. Jeez. The lady who was, should I say that word? By RB? Oh, Russell Brand. Said his eyes turned completely black. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? It's like, I read these stories, I read these articles, I read these newscasters talk about the Russell Brand situation and all the allegations. I'm like, what's true? I have no clue. I have no idea. Who's lying? Who's telling the truth? His word against... I have no idea. I don't know. The whole thing's a mess. Much respect for Cowboy, though. Always adds to live streams. Yeah, he's a funny dude. I'm putting my own name on the ballot. Fuck the other candidates. It's so funny. Wait, Red, so when you vote, because I know your boy, not your boy, we'll say California's boy, is Gavin Newsom, right? So when you vote, do you vote for your city within California or your district within California? Is that how it works? Because I'd imagine like LA, the Bay Area, Oakland, I don't know, Northern California, they have all different districts or counties. Is that the right word? County? Orange County? Man, I'm so uneducated on this subject. I don't know. Because what is Gavin Newsom? He's your governor? How do you even spell his name? How do you spell Newsom? Newsom? Gavin... Oh, Newsom. Because he's, what, governor of California, right? What is this guy? Gavin Newsom is an American politician and businessman who has been the 40th governor of California. Okay, since 2019. Oh, this guy gonna run for president? Yeah, there's local, city-based, state-based, and then national. Oh, okay, I see. That's interesting. Why are they coming forward now? Everybody has to question that. Yeah, man, dude, so many questions, right? Like, I think we need some time to let this story unfold itself, and we figure out like what is the actual facts. So I'm just kind of following it from a distance. I'm interested because I follow Russell Brand's channel. He's an interesting guy for sure. I would vote for you, Red. All right, Red, you got 2 votes. Let's go. Me and Ken, you got 2 Canadians voting for you. Anyone else can't believe Biden is in office just because he is mentally and physically crippled. Like, how do we end up with such a leader? Ay, ay, ay. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm assuming because Biden plays the game and the Democratic Party can control him and have him regurgitate the status quo. I guess that's what it is. Because you can't have Tulsi Gabbard in there. Because she won't play the game, right? So you can't have her. RFK is probably not going to play. Bernie Sanders also didn't want to play, so... I feel like he was their guy because they knew he would just go along with the message of the party? Is that that's my best guess. No, Red, you tell me. You're on the inside. You actually live in the country. What is this? What are the stupid Canadians talking about American politics? What kind of stream is this, bro? Red, I'm surprised the F got through. Oh, in the chat, I tried to put the least amount of censorship in the chat. If that helps, I put all messages are visible in the chat. I don't know. YouTube does censor certain words for sure, though. I hope Trump's name appears on the ballot. Oh, wait, but isn't he... I'm confused, though. Is Trump going to run? I thought he's like going to jail or something. So how does that work? If he gets convicted, can you still vote for him? Yo, you guys are... When's the next election? 24, right? It's going to be a shit show, dude. The politicians in Iceland are just as corrupt and full of empty promises as everywhere else in the world. They promise everything during elections, then do a 180 after they are elected. Bingo! Same here, bro. Same thing here. Politics is all about who's backing the candidate, in my opinion. What do you think of the Lahaina? Oh, that's Hawaii, right? Lahaina and Maui fires. Don't have to answer. Sorry if I'm being irrelevant. No, that's fine. That's fine, Baron. Man, I've been to Hawaii, been to Maui, been to the Big Island. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. My biggest thing is though, how come the people in Hawaii are getting a one-time payment of $700? That's all they get? But the US willingly ships out billions of dollars to, we'll say, blue and yellow European countries. Billions, hundreds of billions. But then when your own state, your own people are burning, there's no money for them? Like, how does that work? It's so sad because Hawaii is such a beautiful place. I went there once for vacation, and it's like a magical place. The weather is like 32 Celsius, whatever that's in Fahrenheit. I don't know, 90 if I had to guess. Perfect, clear skies, warm, like just a beautiful place to visit. And then I see these videos where it's like it's just on fire and everything's burning. Cars are destroyed, people are dead, homes are burnt to a crisp. Man, it's so sad. It's like so sad. And I'm just like so confused because those are Americans, those are your people. So I don't understand this lack of help. But Europe is more important? I don't know, bro. It's way above my pay scale. I have no idea. But yeah, it's sad. I can't wait for the shit show. Yo, Red, you got a front row seat, dude. I hate politics. It used to be an interesting topic. Now it's rotten. Yeah, that's true. That's true. See, you know what's tough? The worst thing about politics is that you can't have a reasonable discussion about it. Like even us right now, this is great. Like no one is at each other's throats. No one is claiming their side is better than the other. We're just, talking the shit, chilling, just whatever. And everyone's cool. That's awesome. But whenever you talk to, I don't know, your coworkers or a family member or someone at the grocery store about politics, all chaos breaks out. And that's what I don't like about it. That's why I don't like to talk about the subject that much, because it usually ends up in rage. But it's cool when we're all just like, chilling, vibing, and it just casually comes up. For the love of metaphysics, let's talk about something nice. All right, Forrest, the diplomat. Let's change subjects. Canada does the same thing when it comes to how much money it helps supporting other countries in crisis compared to its own. Yeah, I really hope Hawaii can, figure something out, man. It's so sad. I want to go back there. Actually, speaking of vacations, I think Hawaii and Japan were the two most amazing countries that I've ever visited. Like just awesome, but completely different countries as well. And so I've always wanted to go back there, for future family vacations. But now that I have 2 kids, you know what the priority is on my list of vacations now is the Magic Kingdom. Is I want to take Tiffany and Lincoln to Disneyland or Disney World, whichever it is, so bad. But I want to wait for when they're at an age where they can really remember it, where they can really see the magic of that place. So in terms of vacations for me, all I think about now is Disney World. Take them to Disney. I want them to have a experience. The only problem is it's unbelievably expensive. Facts, I need to go back to Japan. Oh, Red, you've been? Need to go back? Yo, at least the flight from Cali to Japan, it's not as bad, right? How long is that flight? Flight California to, say, Tokyo. 11.5 hours. Dang. Okay, what is Toronto to Tokyo? Flight from Toronto to Tokyo is 14 hours. Jeez. So it's better by about 2.5 hours? Yeah, Japan is dope. It's so dope. And the main reason is that it's so different. Like, it's such a different country compared to all the other places in the world. See you later. Sending love to all of you. Hey, Baron. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Always love chatting. Keep doing your thing, man. I would love to go to Ireland or Scotland. Ken Smith. I've never been to either of those places. Or the UK. Yeah, my pops was in the military. We got stationed in Okinawa for 5 years. I was a kid though. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yo, that's cool. Dang, Okinawa for 5 years. Yeah, see, it's like when you're a kid, you don't remember. It's like for me, because I moved to Canada like when I was 5? How old are you when you go into senior kindergarten? Like 6 years old? 5 years? Whatever. Because I grew up in Bermuda. I grew up on an island in Bermuda. And then I came to Canada at like 5 or 6. But like even spending like 5 years in Bermuda, I can't remember anything. I can like sort of remember the beach. And I remember the jellyfish because they would wash up on the shore. And we didn't have a car. My mom had like a Vespa or something. Like that's all I can remember. Do you speak Japanese? Yeah, Red. Hey, Red, do you speak Japanese? Ohayo gozaimasu. Have we gone soft in the West after all these years of peace? Do we have the same grit as the World War II generations did if World War III erupts? Wow, that's an interesting question. If World War III erupted, and you would need North American kids to enlist, bro. Bro. You know how soft and obese like North Americans are? Dude, it's horrible. It is terrible. And not even just physically, like their mindset. And I know this is anecdotal, but I see this at work all the time. This happens all the time. We get some type of new hire at work, you know, some kid, maybe 19, 20, 21, maybe he's in college, maybe he finished college, whatever, he gets a job. The mental fortitude that these kids have, it's so different. It's like they want everything right away. Like they want to get promoted to manager within like 2 years. Like they want everything given to them on a silver platter. I'm like, yo, bro, this is not how like the workforce works. You have to play office politics. You got to put in your time. You got to put in your seniority. You got to play the game, right? And it's because you have to realize like the younger kids now, they come from this instant gratification generation. And that's fair, right? There's no fault to them. But it's like different. It's like a different thing. So, especially in places where you don't have a mandatory military sentence, like say for example, South Korea. South Korea would probably be fine because all of their citizens, regardless if they're pro StarCraft gamers, K-pop stars, they have to all do their military term, or I don't know what you would call it. Enlistment? Is that a word? But yeah, I'm sure like countries like South Korea would be fine. But Canada, we'd be doomed, bro. We'd be doomed. Let me see. Nah, bro, I vividly remember it. The white sand beaches, downtown, great people. Oh, wow, that's sick. Yo, can we Google Translate that? Yo, what did Red just write? Yo, Red is putting me to shame. This is awesome. Yeah, I'd love to go back to Japan, dude. I also worry about Japan, because aren't they one of the countries that have like a declining birth rate or whatever? Like their population is going backwards. Message retracted? What's that? Oh, you sent some chaos and you deleted it? That's funny. Oh, yeah, so tomorrow I should have another video coming out. I read a crazy trip report a couple days ago. It's about these 3 guys. They did 1/8 of an ounce. I guess in American. 1/8 is 1/8 of an ounce, right? So that's like 3.5 grams. But anyways, these dudes in this trip report, they were in California. They went to the beach and they did shrooms and they started climbing up these rocks. I was like, yo. Oh man. That's not what you're supposed to do. Is there a recession or depression looming? Did we learn nothing from the 2008 collapse? That's an interesting question, dude. That's a good question. Because you know what? In my opinion, I feel like the recession is already here, but they just won't admit it. And the reason I say this is because at my day job, when I'm a courier and I'm driving around, you know, I'm going to like businesses. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to like automotive businesses, industrial parts, locomotive businesses, all these like different type of businesses in transportation. And they generally ship out parts and stuff. And I'm in this like giant area with hundreds of businesses. And all of them are shipping less products, hiring less people, less staff are working, there's less job. Like there's just, it looks at some point, if it looks like a recession, it smells like a recession, it probably is a recession. I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me over here. And I just go to the airport and it's just, every plane is delayed. Everything is short-staffed. They're just short on everything. And it's just mind-boggling. And then you hear, oh no, we're not in a recession. Everything is fine. We're just going through economic turmoil. Inflation is up. There's like a housing bubble that's going to pop. I don't know. Do I know economics? No. But when I'm out in the working force, going through like these industrial businesses, it's like bare bones out there. Like before, I'd be shipping like hundreds of boxes a day. Was it Friday? I had like 32 packages for the entire day. 32. Normally I have like 200, 300. Like commerce is flying everywhere. I had 32. Like there's nothing going on. So again, this is only anecdotal from my perspective, but it seems like a recession kind of looks like we're in one. I don't do shrooms, but never miss a trip report. Very interesting. I know it's not your cup of tea, Ken, but I really enjoy them. I think the Great Depression 2.0 is in the air. That's interesting. See, because here's the thing. Like, imagine we are in a recession, right? And let's say the government says that or announces that to everyone. Obviously, there's going to be a percentage of people who are going to freak out. They're just high strung, they live with high anxiety, they live paycheck to paycheck, they don't have any savings. Who knows? There is always going to be a percentage of people who will overreact to type of news like that. So I'm just assuming they're just not saying we're in one and hoping we just like ride it through. Because maybe the last domino that has to fall is the housing market to pop, like in 2008. In 2008, the housing bubble popped, right? And all these people had to default on their homes because they couldn't afford them anymore because they're worth like nothing. The mortgage payments they were paying was more than the house was actually worth. So it made no sense to keep paying those mortgages. So they all defaulted. Over here, there is such high demand but such little supply that home prices keep going up and up and up and up and up. You want to live in Toronto, in like a one-bedroom condo, it's like $900,000. You want to live out in the suburbs, like where I live, millions for like a house, millions, like 2 million for a detached house. So eventually that's probably going to pop, right? And when that pops, there's no way you can't admit that we're in some type of recession. You just can't because everyone is going to see it. So maybe the housing bubble has to pop. I don't know. That's just my best guess. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. Such a good answer. It's here. They just won't admit it. Yeah, because like why? I don't know. I just feel like the pros outweigh the cons to not admitting it. Owen McHugh? What's up, Owen? Yo, have you tried Melmac mushrooms? Melmac? No. What is that? Yo, am I being trolled? Okay, no, I'm not being trolled. Closest relatives are PEs. Oh, that's interesting. Melmac is PE's mutation. Oh, okay, so PEs are penis envy. So it's penis envy's mutation. I don't think that's a substance most normal people would want to take. Hey, Brian, time to move to Texas. Yo, let's go. Except it's what, like 100 degrees Fahrenheit every day? It's like 36 degrees Celsius. See, this is what sucks about being Canadian. You can't escape the cold because there's nowhere south you can move. Canada, you can only move horizontally, east-west. So you're stuck with the cold. And there's no cool province that's like out in the middle of the ocean that we've purchased or inherited, like Hawaii, for example, that we could move to either. So we're kind of like stuck. Unless you apply for like a visa, some type of working visa to get to the US, but I have no idea how that works. Yeah, Texas will be interesting though. I'm seeing tent cities pop up everywhere. Oh God, dude, yikes. See, how do you fix that? How do you fix like homelessness in America? Like that's like a never-ending battle. Like how do you even resolve that? The way things are going, depression is at least on the horizon. I have just not tried shrooms yet, lol, keyword being yet. Oh, Ken Smith, we're gonna convert you to the dark side, bro. That's funny. Yo, AFRH, what's up, dude? What's up, brother? You made it to the stream. How you been? Yo, you had a banger of a song from Oppenheimer? I can't remember. One day I randomly went to your channel, or maybe it popped up in my browse, but you had a video from The Oppenheimer movie, that was killing it. I think it was doing well too. Derek, your opinion on global warming, and hasn't Earth been heating up and getting colder naturally for millennia anyway? Okay, so, man, you want to get people triggered, bro? You want all my political takes? Global warming. That's, So global warming is an interesting one, right? So the idea is that because of human beings' production mainly of fossil fuels and cars burning gasoline and carbon dioxide emissions, polluting the air, we're heating up the earth, melting the polar ice caps and all that stuff. Now, do human beings have an effect on that? I would assume so. I definitely would say that we have some effect. Are we heating up the earth? Is the earth like going to be destroyed because of us? I don't know. Because if you look at history, you see that the earth heats up, it cools, it goes up, it goes down. Like so many things happen. It's so complicated. I don't think the answer is the earth is heating up because we have cars and planes and NASCAR. I think there's like a million of factors that all are at play. So I don't know. But it's so tough because you hear people say these crazy things like, I care about the planet. Global warming is bad. So I am not going to have kids because having kids is bad and you're overpopulating the earth. And I'm just like, wow. Imagine if everyone had the same viewpoint as you. Then our species wouldn't exist. So you want everyone to stop having kids? So then there's going to be no more people. So what's the point of that? So that whole argument seems like complete nonsense to me. It's these people that criticize parents, that are like, oh, they're what do you call them? There's an acronym for these people. DINKs. You call them DINKs, right? DINKS, double income, no kids. So these are couples, husband, wife, whatever, couples where they have no kids. You call them DINKs. So they have double income and they have no kids, and have this ideology that having too many children and overpopulating the earth is contributing to global warming. Sure. But I think that's the most craziest take on the whole thing. I think what's more important is finding ways to find all the corruption when it comes to like pollution, like dumping chemicals into the oceans, oil spills, like, I don't know, whatever these like big corporations get away with, like stuff like that. Because like, cars, we need it. Like we need cars, we need transportation. What are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? Okay, electric cars, sure. But then you're mining cobalt from slaves in Africa or whatever, right? Are you okay with that? Like, there is no answer. There's no clear answer for all this stuff. Like, it's like all these things that we talk about. Like, the real answer is it depends, right? So, yeah, the global warming one, it's tough because I don't know enough about the subject, to be honest. I'm not educated enough to have a well thought out opinion. Nova Scotia is pretty good temperature-wise most of the year. Most winter days are like 5 or above. Yeah, our winter here, the last one, it wasn't too bad. Thanks, dude. I'm doing good. Been out lately picking Liberty caps. Oh, my guy. That's dope. The planet is fine. The people are fucked. George Carlin. Oh, that's funny. Stop giving hundreds of billions to Ukraine and use the money to help the homeless get off the street. But the military-industrial complex has too much power. Yeah, man. That's another one that's wild, right? What is it, 150 billion? That the Americans have given to the Ukraine? Us too. Canada too. We give, I think we're giving another 650 million this month to build tanks or something like that. I don't know. Again, that's those issues go way above my head. I'm not educated enough on geopolitical European Union, NATO conflicts involving Russia. I don't know, dude. There's a lot going on there. It's a lot. But like, I get it. I get it if like Finland is joining NATO or whatever, and then Ukraine wants to join too, and I'm sure if you're Russia, you probably don't like that on your border. Like, what if Canada became an ally with North Korea, right? And then they want to have nuclear missiles in Toronto. Like, what do you think the US is going to do? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Deforestation is a major contributor to rise of greenhouse gases. Yeah, see, I don't know, bro. I have no idea how any of that stuff works. Last one for me. Hey, dude, no worries. You firing interesting questions, dude. Interesting questions. You're making me think. They're hard questions, too, because I have to voice my opinion on very controversial subjects. And a lot of people don't like to do that, but I don't mind. This is a fun stream. Have you tried the mushroom Amanita muscaria and red mushrooms? Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's the one that the berserkers in the Viking Age took to get into a mad murderous frenzy. I've looked into those before. They look like the Super Mario mushrooms, right? It's like the bright red caps with the white dots. Answer is no, I haven't. To be honest, my strain of mushrooms that I've tried is this. I've only tried like a couple. I tried like the safe ones, like, you know, like the main ones. Maybe that's something I need to expand so that I have a better perspective. I think that's something I need to do. Because when you look at the types of strains of psychedelics, when it comes to mushrooms, there's like a wide variety, right? It has to be very specially prepared, I heard. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Maybe one day, if I try it, I'll let you know. How much is that Yeti bottle? Oh, dude, this thing's like the huge one. How big is this? Is this like God, I hate American metrics. Why do you guys have to have this shit with gallons and ounces and oh God. What would this be in American? 64 ounce? Is this a 64 ounce? I think it's a 64 ounce. It's like, God damn it. Hold on. I want to get this right. Ounce to liters. Yeah, so it's a 64 ounce. It's like just under 2 liters. It was expensive, dude. I think Tina bought it on sale. 65? No, $80. Yeah, $80. Wait, that's Canadian though. So 65 American, I guess. Yeah, I guess 65 American for a water bottle. Yeti bottles are way too expensive here, Red. Amanita does not contain psilocybin. It's a completely different drug, different effects, more drunk-like and more risky. Oh, okay. Yo, AFRH has some knowledge on the subject. Wow. Did not know that at all. That's interesting. Wait, if it doesn't have psilocybin, then what is it then? Because that's like the active compound. in psychedelic mushrooms is the psilocybin. Yo, that's that. Okay, hold on. I want to open a Google tab for later. I want to look up this Amanita muscaria. I don't even know how to say it properly. Call it toadstool from Super Mario. Derek, do you still work at your day job? Yes. I work 25 hours a week. Monday to Friday, 5 days. Or 5 days, 5 hours. So the reason for that is, so in Canada, federally, you can work 5 hours and not take a break. So you can just work 5 hours straight. If you work 5 hours and 5 hours and 1 minute, you have to take a 30-minute unpaid break. So I'd rather just work 5 hours straight than just kind of go home. It also helps with scheduling with the kids. Can't just make people do things like get electric cars and stuff to help the planet. There's always going to be one person who disagrees. Yeah, like what if you're a dude that just loves an old school American muscle car with a combustible engine? Or what if, like, I don't know, like what if you just love to do that? It's crazy because, like, there's all these mandates, especially in the US, right? California is going like pure electric by what, 2025 or something? Like, how is that going to work? It seems like so unreasonable to me. I thought about this though. Like, I wonder if one day, say the whole world goes electric and you have a diesel or gasoline car, are you gonna have to go to like a go-kart track just to drive it? Like, is that what's gonna happen to society? Because there's always gonna be those people that just hold on. Like, you can have all the mandates in the world. Oh, California, US is going 100% electric. All combustible engine cars are outdated and no more oil and gasoline. But like, there's always gonna be people that are still gonna have cars, or still gonna work on their cars. Or, I don't know. The whole thing is messy. I have no idea how it's gonna pan out. Would you try peyote and give a trip report? I'm really curious about that. Oh, peyote. Oh, that's a cactus, right? Isn't peyote the cactus? I would love to. See, you know what's the worst thing about all this substance stuff? It's like trusting the source. That's my biggest issue or barrier. Fuck the metric system. America. 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 Yeah, it's like, I get it. It's fine. I'm just so confused though, because I'd be like, how do you convert ounces into gallons? Because when you go to the gas pump, right, you pay in gallons. But then when you buy a drink, it's ounces. So then how do you get an accurate measurement from ounce to gallon? Like, how does the math add up? Because if I'm at the gas station here in Canada and I want to get liters, right? If I have a drink, it's in milliliters. So 1,000 milliliters, it just equals 1 liter. Like, the math is very simple. But like, if you convert, how many ounces is a gallon? Like, how do you even remember that? Is a gallon? That's the part that gets me confused. So 1 ounce is 0.007 gallon. Wait, what? Okay, how about 100? 100 ounces. No, 1,000 ounces. So 1,000 ounces is 7.8125 gallons. See, that's where it's like confusing for me, right? Because if I had 1,000 milliliters, it would equal 1 liter. But if you have 1,000 ounces, it's 7.8125 gallons. God, so confusing, bro. Well, why does the US have to make things so hard? I can't do math. I can't do math. My brain hurts. Oh, my brain. Did you know that phthalates can shrink your balls? Yo, Kevin, bring in the drama. You listen to that Joe Rogan podcast with that lady? They're a type of estrogenic present in shampoo, body wash products with fragrances. Going to jump off, but good live stream, bro. Stay strong. Stay Hey, Ken, have a good night, dude. Have a good night, brother. Mechanics are going to have to refrain to learn to call electric cars just to be able to fix them because they're all different foundations and gas-powered cars too. Yeah, dude. Owen, I have no idea. I don't know. I've never driven an electric car. Yeah, I know nothing about this subject. I got a Subaru Forester, bro. Winter tires, 4-wheel drive, just straight through that Canadian winter. That's what I drive. Me and my girlfriend are planning to do a mushroom trip together. Oh, nice, man. That's awesome. I think it will really help us bond. Gotta wait 5 more weeks though, as I have a 6-week residency in an elderly home for my studies. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Wow, that's exciting, dude. How big of a dose? I'm gonna guess 3 grams. That's my guess. We use the US metric and other metric systems interchangeably. Like sometimes we'll use centimeters and sometimes we'll use inches. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, you use... Oh my gosh, how does that work, dude? You'll use centimeters too? But I thought you used like feet and yards and inches. Oh god. Man, that's so confusing. Because here's the thing. Let's say if I'm weighing out mushrooms, right? I'll use milligrams or grams, right? And then when I'm lifting weight or doing how much, I'm on like a scale, I'll use kilograms. So everything is like in multiples like of 1,000, and it's so easy to calculate, I guess. But if you guys use your system and use a metric system too, oh dude. Bro. I give up. I'm so confused. I'm confused. We'll still need oil for all of society's basic needs for decades to come. Never mind the third world. If they didn't have oil, they would perish. And how do you think your supermarket is supplied? Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like say North America and all these Western societies go electric and green. What about India? What about China? What about Pakistan or the Philippines or Indonesia? Like, what about these other countries that have like massive populations? Mexico. I don't know. Are they going to do it too? Or is everything going to be for Vane? I use both personally. I don't know about others. Like, what do I use from American? Do I use ounces for anything? Do I use ounces at all, or gallons? No. I use pounds. I use pounds for like weight. Well, not all the time. Maybe if I weigh myself. Like I'll say, yeah, I'm 170 pounds. And a height. Actually, yeah, we sort of do that too. You know what? To be honest, because no one says like, "Oh yeah, I'm 1.63 meters." Like people will say, "Oh, I'm 6'2" or "I'm 5'4." Like people in Canada use that as well. So maybe it's kind of similar, actually. No, she has never done them before. Oh, so she's never done mushrooms before. Oh man, dude. So I'm thinking 1 to 1.5 grams. Liberty caps are known to be very strong, stronger than cubensis. So we'll do a low first dose for her. 3 grams would be crazy. Yeah, 3 grams would be crazy. Yeah, my bad. I thought I didn't know it was for her first time. that completely changes things. Maybe because my Asian parents use centimeters and kilograms, but I use feet and inches and pounds. So I kind of use both at the same time. Oh, okay, I see. Huh. I'm the type that does shrooms and goes to sleep. Wow! Yo, really? As soon as it starts taking effect? Dang, what are your dreams like, bro? Bro's dreaming in the metaverse. Shit. Yo, that's wild. You take shrooms and go to sleep? Yo, how could you sleep? Tell me everything about that, Gunther. Forrest. Damn, you're wild, bro. I'm gonna go to bed now. Just wanted to drop by. Have a nice stream. Hey, AFRH, bro. Thanks for stopping by. All the best. Hope, well, let us know. Give us an update on the shroom experience with your girlfriend in however many weeks it was after your residency. Oh, well, I want to hear an update. That sounds super fascinating. But yeah, have a good night, brother. I'm probably going to end this stream soon anyway. We're going to have dinner. Dinner time with the kids. Oh yeah, we had a fun day today. We went out to this, I don't know what you would call this, like Super Asian Mall where they have those claw machines. And yeah, Tiffany got like 6 plushies and then she traded them in, got like a Hello Kitty and a Gudetama and all this stuff. We had a fun day today. End it now? Damn, Red. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up in a couple minutes, guys. This was a fun stream. This is good. It's time for dinner with the kids. Super Asian Mall, they got boba tea. Yeah, dude, they have all that. They had dim sum. Tina got some dim sum. We usually get bubble tea or boba, tapioca, all of that. LOL, crazy dreams. I need to get experienced. That's funny. I love this stream. Thank you for reading all my questions. I feel so special. Hey, no problem, dude. Anytime. Anytime, come by. We always just like, you know, hang out, talk about whatever. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll try to stream next week if I can. If not, wait, is next week Thanksgiving? Canadian Thanksgiving? Oh, it is. Wait, is it? Next weekend, I think it's oh, no, it isn't. It's the week after. Okay, so maybe I'll stream next week because the week after is going to be Canadian Thanksgiving. So we'll do that. So I'll try to stream next weekend. Also, tomorrow I should have a mushroom trip report. It's a 3.5 gram trip report titled Climbing Rocks or something. Something like that. So that's it. Red, Kevin, AFRH, Gunther, the Icelandic dude. I still can't say your name, bro. I'm just gonna say Iceland. Thanks for stopping by. Forrest, of course. It was great. And these streams are a lot of fun. Hope you guys have a good night and stay safe the next time you do consume your psychedelics. So, bye.